Oh, Jimmy's ready.
Okay, so remember, I don't know if you knew this, but Joe Biden challenged Donald Trump to a debate. You want to hear it?
Donald Trump lost 2 debates to me in 2020. And since then, he hadn't shown up for debate. Now he's acting like he wants to debate me again. Well, make my day, pal. I'll even do it twice. So let's pick the dates, Donald. I hear you're free on Wednesdays.
So I don't know what that joke is. I hear you're free on Wednesdays. I don't know what that joke is. I don't know what that means. But look at that demented husk of a war criminal. How much face work that guy's had. Anyway,
he's got a nice chin.
So Donald Trump responded.
Time for crooked Joe Biden, the worst president in the history of the United States, and I to debate. We have to talk about what he's doing and where we're going. We owe it to our country. We owe it to all Americans. Anytime, anywhere, anyplace.
So let's remember, I mean, it seemed like Joe Biden could barely get through inviting him to the debate.
Time for crooked Joe Biden, the worst president in the history of the United States, and I to debate.
Shut up. Okay, here. I mean, how many takes do you think this took? How many takes do you think it took him to get through this?
Donald Trump lost 2 debates to me in 2020. And since then, he hadn't shown up for debate. Now he's acting like he wants to debate me again. Well, make my...
Why are there so many jump cuts? Because he can only get out one sentence at a time? Because that's what it seems like. Look at all the edits and jump cuts. And he's reading it anyway.
Oh, right.
Donald Trump lost 2 debates to me in 2020. And since then, he hadn't shown up for debate. Now he's acting like he wants to debate me again. Well, make my day, pal. I'll even do it twice. So let's pick the dates, Donald. I hear you're free on Wednesdays.
Demented husk of a cadaver. Let's remember when Joe Biden, when he actually just doesn't know when to read the teleprompter or not. Remember this?
Imagine what we can do next. 4 more years. Pause. 4 more years.
He read pause. He read 4 more years, which is what the audience is supposed to say. And then he also read pause. Pause. He read pause off the teleprompter.
What we can do next. 4 more years. Pause. 4 more years. 4 more years. 4 more years.
And then he smiles like he's all proud of himself. So
they've definitely changed his medication.
They definitely changed his medication. So here we go. The debate is on, ladies and gentlemen. The debate is on. What's going on here? Oh, I'm getting that spinning circle.
It just came up.
So Biden and Trump agreed to presidential debates hosted by ABC News and CNN. Get out your Ugg boots in hell, everybody, because Joe and Biden are gonna. It's a go. The debate is a go. I say this is I bet the debate is a go right up until the day when they're supposed to have the debate. Then I bet Joe Biden's voice magically goes out. He's going to develop some kind of cough and do the debate from his respirator like a confused Darth Vader. That's what I think. Here's how the news covered it.
Former President Donald Trump agreed to 2 debates ahead of the election in November. The first one to be held on CNN, held at their studios in Atlanta on June 27th. That second debate will air right here on ABC on September 10th, held at ABC News Studios here in New York City. Now, what makes these debates different is that they are not organized by the Bipartisan Commission on Presidential Debates. The commission said a short while ago it is still planning on moving forward with its planned debates.
Now to the war.
So that is the big news, is that they're not using that corporation that runs the presidential debates. It used to be the League of Women Voters,
And they took it away from them.
and they took it away from them because they were having actual debates. And so then they're like, no, we're going to have a bipartisan that's owned by the donor class. So it's weird that they're not having it this time. The debates were scheduled hours after Biden on Wednesday challenged the former president to 2 debates. We proposed a debate in June and a debate in July, a debate in August and a debate in September, in addition to the vice presidential debate. Who said that? Chris Lasivita and Susie Wiles with the Trump campaign said that. They said that in a memo. Okay. Additional dates will allow voters to have maximum exposure to the records and future vision of each candidate. Biden announced Wednesday morning through his campaign that he is bucking the decades-old tradition of fall meetings organized by the Bipartisan Commission on Presidential Debates, which is run by the donor class, and instead called on Trump to join him for 2 televised presidential debates in June and September organized by news organizations. The only reason Biden is bucking tradition is because he misheard it and thought he said fucking tradition. Biden invited Trump to debate. That's like Jake Paul inviting Mike Tyson to a boxing match. This is not a good idea. So Donald Trump lost 2 debates to me when we saw him say that. But Biden really thinks that. Does he really think that that's what happened? Biden said in a video message his campaign posted, now he's acting like he wants to debate me again. Well, make my day, pal. Make my day. More like, how about make my oatmeal? Is that what you mean? Remembering which door to go into to his house, that would make his day. Oh, yeah, I know. This door over here. Trump, who skipped all 4 Republican National Committee sanctioned 2024 primary election debates and pulled out of one of his 3 debates with Biden in 2020, said in response that he was willing to debate Biden during the proposed dates, but said there should be more than 2 debates. I agree. I'm ready and willing to debate Crooked Joe. We showed you that. He added, just tell me when and I'll be there. Let's get ready to rumble. They should do it on Rumble. The Biden campaign outlined some conditions for the debate. You want to know what the conditions are?
No hard questions.
The campaign said that the first debate should be hosted by any broadcast organization that hosted a Republican primary debate in 2016 in which Donald Trump participated, and a Democratic primary debate in 2020 in which President Biden participated. So neither campaign can assert that the sponsoring organization is obviously unacceptable. I know I've been rough on Michael Rappaport lately, but I try to help out when someone is begging for something. I'm that kind of guy. And since he made that video with him spliced into hosting the Oscars, did you see that? Rappaport did that? I think he's actually perfect to host these debates. And I only say that because Ronald McDonald died. The Biden campaign said the debates have been structured like an entertainment. So this is... Also, the moderators should be selected by the broadcast hosts from among their regular personnel, so to avoid the ringer or a partisan. I say Michael Rappaport. They also said that these debates have been... Biden said these debates have been structured like an entertainment spectacle and not a serious exchange of ideas that reflect the enormous stakes of the election. Yeah, okay. With that in mind, the campaign said the debate should not have an in-person audience. It should not have a... First of all, they want to have a serious exchange of ideas. Is that what they said in this over here? Yeah. That has been structured like an entertainment spectacle and not a serious exchange of ideas. Really? What are you talking about? The candidates are Joe Demented Cadaver Biden and Donald Trump. You really think we're going to have a serious exchange of ideas? If you wanted a serious exchange of ideas, I'd watch Hannah Gadsby's new Netflix special. Am I right? Come on. I think that's even the title of it. A serious exchange of ideas. Don't quote me on that, but anyway. Wait, Kurt's got it in for Hannah Gadsby. With that in mind, so they don't want any in-person, they don't want anybody... With that in mind, we don't want an in-person audience full of raucous or disruptive partisans and donors who consume valuable debate time with noisy spectacles of approval or jeering. You mean the audience? Really? Okay. Well, I mean, of course they're going to be raucous or disruptive. Who doesn't have a political opinion? Okay. As was the case with the original televised debates in 1960, a television studio with just the candidates and moderators is a better, more cost-effective way to... Oh, because they're always thinking about saving money. Is that what it's really? Focus solely on the interests of the voters. The Biden campaign said all debates should be just between Trump and Biden, meaning it would bar RFK Jr. Of course, they don't want him there.
Neither one of them.
Neither one of them want him there. Or any other independent. That would be only one. Cornel West would show up rocking like a like he missed his therapy. and he would keep telling that Joe Biden's a better candidate. Addressing one of their cited issues with the Commission on Presidential Debates, the campaign said there should be firm time limits for answers and alternate turns to speak so that the time is evenly divided and we have an exchange of views, not a spectacle of mutual interruption, and the candidate's microphone should only be on when it's their turn to speak. Why did they... Shouldn't that be the way it is all the time? I don't understand why they leave everyone's microphone. That is crazy that they did that. I remember the last debate, they kept interrupting each other. And, yeah. The only thing, except if RFK was in the debate, they'd all just end up agreeing on Gaza. That would be, yeah. And and then Trump and Biden be like, hey, that was my angle. Oh. I just hope they have enough skin tightener for Biden for that. One more facelift. He's going to have a goatee, if you know what I'm talking about. Both the Trump and Biden campaigns has expressed concern with the organization, the corporate presidential debate commission. It's called the Commission on Presidential Debates, run by the donor class. They said that the scheduled debates don't conclude until well after early voting has already started. Well, why wouldn't you just tell the Commission on Presidential Debates to move up the... I don't understand what the angle is here. Because
we got to talk to the parliamentarian, Jimmy.
I really don't understand what the angle is here, because the Commission on Presidential Debates is really the Corporation on Presidential Debates. They took it away from the League of Women Voters so they could control it completely. Right. They can control it completely. And who do I mean by they? I mean the donor class.
It's not corrupt enough?
So
we need a more corrupt venue?
I know, right? So they're not even... So that's... So and the excuse they're giving is that, well, the Commission on Presidential Debates wanted to have the debates too late in the year, and they want to. I'm like, well, why wouldn't you just tell them? So this doesn't make something's fishy. Earlier this month, the Commission on Presidential Debates pushed back, saying that, as it always does, the Commission on Presidential Debates considered multiple factors in selecting debate dates in order to make them accessible by the American public, including religious and federal holidays, early voting, and the dates on which individual states close their... Okay, all right, jack up.
Yeah, so I felt we're going through the keys all up until the...
Yeah.
This isn't as serious.
Yeah. So, hey, the debate is on. Either Joe Biden is going to have a throat issue and he doesn't show up, or they're going to have that new AI version of Joe Biden show up, right? You know, there's a clone somewhere. There's no way.
Well, you know why? It'll be easy to spot, because if it can talk. Like if it can talk without reading the cue card.
If he can talk, even when he reads the cue card, he reads the wrong parts. Pause.
What do you think is more of an insane matchup? The Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
What is going on? Or are they gonna do the audience from COVID where it's like cardboard cutouts of people, like it's Conan on TBS?
I don't know what they're gonna do, but
they don't want an audience there.
No, there's no audience.
Yeah, because you don't want any human.
Yeah.
I mean, whoever wins, we lose. Alien versus Predator.
Whoever wins, we lose.
Because I hate debates, by the way. They're just roast battles. Oh, get Tony Hinchcliffe to mediate.
Oh yeah, get
Tony
Tony
Hinchcliffe's on
Hinchcliffe.
Variety from that big sport. He killed it. That big.
Oh, but I remember when he was poisoned in Hollywood.
I wish I said something about Asians, like
remember
Shane
that?
and Tony.
Remember when he said
My
that?
friend Shane and Tony said Asian stuff, and now look at they're the top of the world.
Remember that? Remember when he said those Asian jokes?
Well,
and
he got screwed.
He lost his all his representation and everything.
Yeah.
And Hollywood shunned him, and now he's back doing a Netflix a roast, and now was he on the cover of Variety?
Yeah, we Pussies in Austin, when we did it, we were really upset that Toby Heathcliff was brought on to Variety because he's white and male. It says Variety. That's not a Variety. And we did it, instead of a roast battle, we did a bake-off. And we sit in each other's laps, and we bake each other gently. And then Michael ran off my lap crying at the end. But so that thing that happened to him, the guy that did that, it was pretty scummy because it really looked like he just said something bad
out of nowhere.
and some guy clipped a thing like
that's right.
And it was it was pretty vile what that guy did.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm happy that Tony gets work after that bullshit he went through.
Yeah, he went through some bullshit, and now he's
I'd
on
like him
top.
to do this.
Now
I'd like him to meet.
Yeah.
What do they call it when you're the guy that asks the questions?
The moderator.
Yeah, Tony Hinchcliffe moderates the debate.
Boy, he's certainly on top of things. I mean, on top of the world. All right, over to Steph.
Jimmy, you should know this, that Dr. Drew just rated your stream.
I don't know what
does
That means that
mean?
he sent his, after he rapped, he sent people over here.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Drew and